All right, so this week's column, I talked about effort being really the most critical element or ingredient to success. And if you've read my columns before, you've seen my own personal story, the struggles of being overweight, of being told that I wasn't a great writer, to being cut from a baseball team, to being told that I wasn't a great writer when I got to college, to fighting my way up at another PR firm. All of that was based on perception of my skill. And I made a very conscious decision that I was going to put in more effort than anybody else in order to be the best. The thing about effort, though, it's not overnight success. And I've written about this in the past, that no matter how much effort you put in today, you might not be able to see the wins or the big win right away. It's going to be a slow process before you get there. So you have to be patient with your effort. But if you put in the most effort, it's highly unlikely that you'll fail in whatever you're going to do. Effort can come from being inspired by someone else, being inspired to be at the top, being inspired to make more money. Effort can help lead you into whatever you want to accomplish, and I think I'm walking proof of that. I wasn't naturally great at sports, or naturally great at diets, or naturally great at writing, or even naturally great at being in front of the camera or speaking in front of audiences. But I was willing to put in more effort than anybody else, and still am. And I think if you have that attitude, you can win. In franchising, it really is one of the biggest differences between good and great when it comes to a franchisee. Franchisees that are good or bad are the ones that think, I bought franchise X, I'm going to get the keys to my door, I'm going to open up the door, and magically I'm going to make money. The reality is that will never happen. Effort, shaking hands, kissing babies is what makes franchisees great. And far too often they fail to put in that effort because you feel, I bought brand X. Brand X is supposed to magically make me money. But if you look at the great success stories, and you'll see some of them on 1851, it always involves some sort of element of grit that made someone decide, I'm going to put in more effort than everyone else. I'm going to market my restaurant more than anybody else. I'm going to sponsor everything in the marketplace and make sure everyone knows me better than any of my other competitors. I'm going to hand out free samples. I'm going to coupon. Whatever it turns into, the success stories of those who've been able to scale their businesses in franchising, the one thing in common is that sense of effort, or that drive, that something inside of them, that grit inside of them is going to make them go farther than anybody else. So as you read this, hopefully you find some sort of inspiration for whatever you want to do next, or whatever you're doing currently, and you step up the effort, because effort equals results, and no one can ever tell you that you're doing a poor job when you're willing to put in the effort and show that you're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. Thanks for reading my column. Take care.